Happy Sunday, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, I figured I'd do something a little different. First time doing it, PC Workbench Live. Share what what I do on my PCs and stuff with you guys. I'm sure a lot of you out there have lots of experience doing this, but maybe we'll help a few people. Maybe I'll learn something as well from you guys. But today it's a pretty simple thing. This is the old motherboard that I replaced in my gaming PC. And I'm planning on I want to remove the i7 6700 chip out of here because I can sell it on eBay for about $200. So that's a nice find. Get rid of this, or not get rid of, but remove this Arctic Freezer Pro 7 Pro cooler, and then possibly I plan to repurpose this motherboard in a rig that will just do mining. I was thinking about putting GPUs in these two slots. Got to think about heat and stuff, but I figure, two maybe 3060 Ti's or something along those lines. Something that's not pulling a lot of power might be okay in a small mining rig specifically to mine one particular coin. But in any event, I mean, I could probably sell this board for about $100, but if I'm going to use it in a mining rig, I'm not going to need an i7 6700. I can use a Celeron chip. So basically I can get for like $30-$40 used. So anyway, purpose of today is to get the cooler CPU out, clean off the thermal paste so I can get the CPU on eBay. So I've got it on this static bag. I got sneakers on. I don't have a wrist strap, but I'm touching my metal case to discharge myself. To make sure I'm discharged. I touch whatever I can metal to discharge myself because I don't want to put a spike on the board. But anyway, say hello in the chat if you'd like, and we'll get to it. So first thing, let's get this off here. So I'm going to take this fan off here. It just clips right off. There you go. Pretty dusty. I was amazed when I went to upgrade my gaming PC. I thought there'd be, I clean it. It's got pretty good filters on it, and I clean those filters pretty regularly. And I said, oh, it's been a while since I opened it up. It was probably about 9 months since I actually opened it up, and I was like, oh, there's going to be tons of dust in there. I was really surprised there wasn't much dust. But if I look at this, I could see a lot. If you look at this here, look at that dust right there, man. You can see it right there. It's all collected. Yeah, so we're going to get that off of there. All right, so these pins are pretty simple. You just basically grab pinch them and pull them. Should work. I think it works. Oh, uh-oh. Let's try these back here. I guess before I do that, I can take the, let me take this off first. So we just need a Phillips. Take off these screws here, which is going to expose the CPU, but that's okay. And again, I have to see if I can sell this, cooler. Probably not. I think I got a really good deal on it if I remember correctly. All right, there's the screws out from there. Okay, so this should come right off now. No? It's stuck on because of the paste, maybe? Okay. Why isn't that coming off here? Does that have to come off the... There you go. Yeah, it was stuck on the paste. Look at that. 4 years. See that paste on there? All right, so we're going to have to get that off there. We're going to have to get that off the CPU. Probably best to remove the CPU to clean it, I would gather. Or maybe just leave it in there and clean it. But first things first, we got to get this off because I can't open that thing up unless I do. So this, pinch these and this, yeah, there you go. These black things come up here, just pinch them like that. There you go. There you go. All right, beautiful. So now these Let's see, this whole harness comes up now, I guess. I did bring up the manual. All right, so these are pins that have to come out the bottom. All right, let's take a look at the bottom of this. Probably shouldn't have. All right, so we'll have to squeeze those to get those pins out. You see them, these white pins? We'll have to squeeze those to get those pins out, and then that should release the mount. I don't think it's going to be as easy as I thought. Let's see, probably should get a pliers. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a little set of pliers. Didn't think I'd need pliers. Give me 1 second. I'm going to. All right, I happen to have one right handy here, so. Delicate PC work. This thing just doesn't, they don't just come out because they're stuck in there, so they're clamped in there. I want to, I guess I could put it like this. So we want to push together. There you go. Push together and push. That should get them out. Interesting. Always easier going in than they are going out. All right, that one's good there. That one's good there. Almost. Let me just get this one out. Gotta be careful not to touch these solder points. There you go. Okay, they should all come out now. All right, so delicately turn them. You say I got it on the anti-static here, so these should just pop right out, hopefully, right? Come on, man. There's one. Nope. Nope. Use the nub here to just, oh, let me use rubber. Rubber's better. There you go. Damn. Now this one should go. There you go. That one's out. Now I'm just going to push this one out. That one's coming out? Oh, I know why it won't go out, because I got it. I have to raise it up like this, probably. There you go. The desk was holding it in. There you go. See, usually the answer is something simple. Beautiful. All right. There it is. All together now. All right, so again, I'm going to probably see if I'm not sure if I can sell this or not. We'll see. If I'm going to use it for mining, I mean, a Celeron is, you know, I can just use like a standard Intel cooler, right? I'm not going to really worry about a CPU cooler on that. All right, so that part was pretty simple. Never seen that done before. Does that have to come off for your cooler? Well, you mean this part here? This is the mount? Yes, and it's got to come out. I mean, all coolers are different. This is an older cooler, it's about 4 years old, discontinued. It's actually a pretty cool design. But yeah, so you can see that paste. Let's see if you can see this paste on there. Got to clean all that stuff off. So I think it's probably better to remove it and put it on the static. Well, I don't want to touch the bottom pins, right? So I'll tell you what. Let's trying to think the best way to do this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it in there and clean it. All right, so we get a little get a little paper towel here, and we get a little alcohol. This is 70% isopropyl. Probably better to use 90, but I don't have 90, so everything I've said. Gamer Nexus is a channel that I follow for, and Jay's 2 cents. Those are two channels I follow for PC stuff, and Gamer Nexus said 90's preferred, 70's fine. So we'll go with 70. We got a little alcohol on there. We're just gonna clean it off. Dab this crap off there. See that? Coming off nicely. Nice and clean, so I could sell it on eBay. $200 chip. Held its value pretty well. I mean, I think I paid $300 for it when I originally built the machine. So use a chip for, you know, almost 4 years, and then be able to sell it for 60, you know, almost basically 2/3 of what you paid for it. Pretty good. There's a little bit on the edges there, but I'll get that off when I clean it off. But for the most part, that's pretty clean. This is the old board. So this is a Z170 board. Gigabyte GA-Z170X-UD5 Thunderbolt that I originally built my gaming PC with. And yeah, so I replaced this with the Gigabyte Vision D board. And I'm probably going to repurpose this and turn it into a small mining rig. So basically put 2 GPUs. I don't want to put them too close. Like, could definitely not, can't put 3 GPUs in here, but could probably put one here and here so there's enough room. Leave the cover open, get a bunch of fans to make sure there's good, you know, airflow in there, and run not super hot GPUs, maybe like, I don't know, I'm thinking like maybe 1660 Ti's or something like that to mine. Maybe Ravencoin or even Ethereum. We'll see. But yeah, so that's the thought. Or I could sell it for $100. But you know, I'll get a Celeron chip, put it in there, and repurpose this. Is what I was saying. So this is my old board. All right, so that chip is clean. We can get that out of there, which is pretty simple process. We just hit that release thing. This whole little holder comes out like that, right? And then we're going to grab this chip. Don't want to touch the pins. Oops. Oh, come on, man. Don't want to touch the pins. There you go. There's the CPU. It's heavy. You wouldn't, it's like, you know, it's got gold in there because for the size of it, CPUs are always heavy, you know. But anyway, just put that down right there on the anti-static. That should be fine. I could still feel some stickiness on there, so I'm going to have to clean that. And then I had my, where the hell is it? I had my, here it is. This is the thingamajig to protect the, I think it goes this way. To protect the pins. Okay, so that's a safe thing to do. Just while the board is not in use, and we're going to just basically, is that the right way? Nope. I guess it's not the right way. I guess it goes this way. I guess. I don't know. Figure it out. Jeez, I don't know how that goes in there. Or maybe it doesn't go that way. Seems like it would go that way. I mean, that seems obvious to me. Good question. Because this has to go down, but that doesn't seem to be working. So anyway, I guess I'll figure that out later. I'm not too worried about that. All right, so the board's ready to go. I could see like a layer of dust in here. I'm going to have to clean that off. I don't want to, I got to be careful the way I dust that off. But the board's ready. Let's just finish cleaning this CPU. I have the original box for the CPU, which is cool. Always keep my boxes just in case something you're going to sell, right? So just get it's out of here. Come on. Actually, there's the cooler that came with it. So I never used that. But this is the thing to hold. This is the CPU. Little case for the CPU. So we'll make sure it goes in there. So we keep that nice and tidy and sell it for more on eBay. This is going to go back in the bag, but let me just clean this up a little bit more here. So I'll probably get a Q-tip. It's not a hard job. Not a hard job, but let's get a little Q-tip and just dip it in there. Just a little alcohol. I grab this with my fingers. I know I shouldn't do this over the board. Someone's going to say, you shouldn't do it over the board. I got to clean all this gunk out of there. Oh, shit. All that gunk has to come out of there. It kind of, yeah, it's all gummed up in there. That's not good. All gummed up in there. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. You see that crap that came out of there? That meant I put too much. I remember distinctly being very careful with how much I put on there, but you could see it's all in there. I get all that paste out before I sell it. All right, there's a lot of paste there, a lot of junk. I got one more Q-tip. Don't want that gunk getting in there on the board itself. I could see some stuff in there. I'll have to get that out. This is the easy part right there. The little grooves. But there's definitely some more in there. I have to get a little plastic. I have a plastic pick I can use to get that out. To clean that up. But I got most of it out. There's a little bit of gum right in there, but everything else looks pretty clean. Let me see if how I can get that out here. I don't want to push it in further. All right, that's coming out. Beautiful. Okay. Just got to make sure it's nice and clean. All right, let's put that down for a sec. A little bit more alcohol. Grab that chip. Want it clean. All right, there's still a little residue in there that I got to get out. Okay. Never done this before. First time for everything. All right. For the most part, that's pretty clean. I'll look over it with some magnifying glasses just to make sure I got everything later on. But that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to get that in its case. Man, that thing is heavy. Is that how it goes in? No. Is that how it goes in? No. That's how it goes in. All right. Sealed up. Contained. Still got to make sure it's clean though. But one CPU out. All right. Next thing is I got to fix that thing, but I'm going to get this out of the way here because I got to clean the cooler, which is a lot easier. But still got to figure this out, how this works. Maybe it goes like this. Maybe I don't know how it works. Oh, maybe it goes. I thought it went in there. Oh, it goes like that, maybe? Yeah, someone's going to put in the comments, this is how it goes, dude. And I'll be like, oh. Well, that doesn't work because I can't snap this thing down. I don't want to bend those pins. All right, I'm going to have to figure that out. So for now, I'm going to leave that off. Leave that off for now, and we'll figure this out later. Promise you I won't leave that without a cover on it. I'll make sure I figure that out. But let's get this out of the way here for a second. So we can clean up the cooler. All right, tools are, we don't need the tools anymore. CPU, keep that right there. Now we got to clean this guy, all that gunk off of there. All right, where's my towel? Paper towel. I'm still using this guy because there's still some corners left, a little dunk a little bit. All right, this should come off easier. Off the copper. Probably could sell this too, but not for much. That's why I may just keep it. Never know when you need a cooler. Works fine. Look at that dust. Oof. I'll vacuum that later. Alcohol's the way to go, baby. All right, it looks like we got all that paste off there, so that's clean. That is a clean cooler. It's got to clean the dust off it. Oh, look at that. That's nasty. All right, so pretty short stream, guys. That's basically how you remove a CPU from a motherboard. Now I can go ahead and sell that on eBay and pick up $200 for it, and then potentially I'm going to be building a mining rig. We'll see. I have to think about that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this first episode of PC Workbench. Hope that was helpful. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tech videos. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for hanging out, and take care.